Right, given this question in AP Calculus, which of the following are antiderivatives of the function f of x equals cosine to the third of x times sine of x? So if you look at the three choices, first, second, and third, I mean which one you're gonna find the derivative for it to have a result of cosine to the third x times sine x. Let's do first here. Let's do function part one. Yeah, so part one here. We will try to find the derivative of this function, the integrated function. So negative cosine, let's make it 1/4. Cosine x, make it to the fourth, like this. I form it like this. I put the exponent over here. So when you do the derivative, you're gonna drop, look at this. Of course, you have to keep negative 1/4. That's first, of course. Then you're gonna look at the function here, cosine x to the fourth. First, you're gonna drop 4, and then times cosine x. That's first. Exponent 4 minus 1 is 3. Power function or chain rule function. The whole function, you drop 4 and then keep cosine and then minus 4 minus 1 is 3. Times, you go inside here and do the derivative of the inner function here. Inside the body of the function cosine x, we're going to find the derivative, which is negative sine x. The derivative of cosine is negative sine x. Combine all, cancel 4 with 4. Negative times negative is positive, cancel out. Then what's left here is cosine x to the third. You could make it like this, times sine x. So this is yes. Part 1, yes. This is derivative of that. The derivative of negative cosine to the fourth over 4 is cosine to the third sine x. Let's try the second part. Second part. Rewrite it. Will be half sine x. And I would love to make it square like this because some of you confused when you have it like in this form. Minus 1/4 times sine x all to the 4. Yeah. When you do the derivative, now it will be easy. Apply chain's rule. So first, put down a half, of course, and then we deal with that. Deal with that again. You see, drop 2, drop 2. Keep the function. Don't do anything. You're gonna do the derivative in here in this area. Sine x, and then go inside here. Find the inner function. It will be cosine x, if you remember. Yeah. Minus. Let's do the same here. Of course, we're going to drop 1/4. Drag 1/4 over here. And apply chain's rule to this function. Same. So the whole thing here, sine x to the 4. Put down 4. Put down 4 times sine x exponent. 4 minus 1 is 3. Yes. 4 minus 1 is 3. Times the derivative of inside. We're going to go inside now and find the derivative of sine x. And it will be cosine x. Now let's simplify. So 2 cancel a half, then sine x left, cosine x. Minus and 4 cancel fourth, and then sine to the third x left times cosine x. If you look at the two quantities here, you could take sine x, cosine x as a common. Sine x in here and in here. Cosine x in here and in here. So we could take sine x outside. Cosine, sine x cosine outside. And then we're going to drop, we're going to divide sine x cosine x by sine x cosine x equals 1. Equals 1. Minus, when you divide sine to the third over sine to the 1, it will be sine to the second. And then cosine cancel cosine. So this is what's left. Yeah. This is what's left here. Yeah. It's sine x cosine x times 1 minus sine square x. If you review the trig functions identity, we know that we could substitute for 1 minus sine square x as cosine. And here's we have sine x cosine x. So how many cosine we have? How many cosine we have? We have cosine x times cosine square will be cosine to the third of x times sine x. Look at the essential function here. Yeah, cosine to the third x sine x. So the second part, yes. The second part, yes. If you don't remember why we replace cosine square for 1 minus sine square, I'll remind you here. This is the Bible of trigonometry, which is sine is square plus cosine is square equals 1. Always remember that. So if you subtract minus sine square minus sine square, this is cancel, then cosine is square equals 1 minus sine square. So you replace cosine square for minus 1 sine square. It just reminds you by trig identities. Okay. Now the last part, which is 1 minus cosine to the fourth over 4. 1 minus cosine to the fourth over 4. Okay. Let's separate this. It will be 1/4 minus 1/4 cosine x to the fourth. Yes. So when you find the derivative of that, will be cancelled. That if this is the function, then the derivative will be, this is cancelled. And when we do the derivative, we will keep negative 1/4. And then we're going to go to the function and find the derivative for the whole function. That's power function. So watch. So first you're going to put down 4. Keep cosine, whatever it has. Then subtract the exponent minus 1. Would be 4 minus 1 is 3. So it's 4 times cosine x to the third times. You go inside and find the derivative of cosine, which is negative sine. Okay. Now try to finalize it. Cancel 4 with 4. And negative times negative is positive. And cosine to the third, cosine x, cosine to the third of x times sine x left. And the third part is correct. Go back to your question. So if you have to check the correct answer, E will be the correct answer.